It's your boy Indian Gooner in the house back today. Well, from today onwards, I think it happened yesterday as well. But from today onwards, I'll be posting 2 videos a day because I think this channel needs more and more quality content. And I would want all the new fans of Arsenal, they should know everything about Arsenal. So obviously the transfer market is shut down, and we know that our views are going down. But that's not the case. I think this channel should be known for the content that it comes up with, and I think all the news, and there are many news as well, especially the one which I'm going to be covering today. Obviously you've seen the title, and you come to know what exactly I'm going to talk about. But before starting that, I'd always like to say, I always tell, if you're an Arsenal fan, definitely subscribe this channel and hit that bell icon. If you're still if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel, well, let me tell you, I'm going to come up with stuffs regarding Arsenal twice a day, and once in the morning, once in the evening. Well, and most importantly, I'd always like to say this, that there are many topics that needs to be, all the Arsenal fans need to know our history, and also that will be a part of it. But there are certain important puzzling questions regarding our squad, regarding our players, regarding the matches that we play, regarding our manager. Everything will be covered. So I think if you guys want me to cover any particular topic, you can always mention in the comments what you would like to see in the channel. But for now, I think today's topic is definitely covered. We'll speak about Mesut Ozil conundrum and the Kolasinac protection. Well, it's really funny because I think to talk about it, it's really saddening to see that in football, actually, the crimes that happen against them is not completely related to football, because it's actually very much common for rich people to, when they are, being attacked by carjackers, or definitely security concerns. It's always there. I think in England, many of the footballers had faced that. Angel Di Maria, even Daniel Sturridge recently. But why does it happen to footballers? I mean, obviously, I'm raising this voice, or I'm raising this topic only because it's happened to Arsenal players, and that's why I felt bad about it. But obviously, now I'll feel about how Liverpool fans felt when it happened with Daniel Sturridge. Now, it's really saddening to see any footballer, undergo these emotions, wherein he or she is from a different country and they are here. They've hired a place, or they are owning a place, and suddenly, when they are out of their homes, and suddenly there are attacks on them. They're going to a restaurant, they're leading normal lives, and they're going to a restaurant, and suddenly there are carjackers who attack them with knives. Obviously everyone will be petrified, will be terrified. And we all know what our Bosnian hero did. Sead Kolasinac was really bossing. Well, his whole job in the field is bossing that fullback position. Well, he bossed the carjackers as well. So what, as fans, how do we feel about this whole situation? See, yesterday we know that the victory against Newcastle. I think that match. I think if I would have expected Burnley, or a much more advanced team like Southampton right now, I would have seen that there would have been 2-3 goals scored, or at least tried to be scored against Arsenal. But that did not happen against Newcastle. We missed Mesut Ozil's creativity. Yes, we did. We had our own fair and share of a level of creativity, but we missed those crosses of Kolasinac. Well, the thing that makes us more lethal, the weapons that we had that make us the Arsenal, the two important weapons did not play yesterday, and I'm sad about it. As a fan, I'm really sad about it. Well, I am the biggest instigator in Mesut Ozil's performance last season. For a champion player who's scoring 5 goals and 4 assists, or 2 assists. How many assists did he make? 2 or 4 assists. It felt really bad, and to the image and to the wages that he's taking. Obviously, I was the biggest critic, but to me, this whole situation looks really unwanted. Yeah, it's very unpleasant as a fan to see most of the important positions in the squad is marred with injuries. The players like the fullbacks Bayerin, the centre back Holding. So we have injuries. Obviously, Dinos Mavropanos is also injured. We bought Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney is injured. So we know that in any particular situation, even Lacazette's, had a setback against Lyon. So I know that these kind of games and these kind of situations really test us. And obviously, you can say that we have certain squad depth because Unai Emery chose not to send Willock or Nelson on loan, and obviously we really we had the game in the bag, but that's not the concern. This video really would want to why the hell it is happening with footballers. And why Mesut Ozil and Sead Kolasinac? Because nobody has an answer to this. And for I think they have actually they after the carjacking incidents, there were two people who were trying to threat the security at Mesut Ozil's house, and two of them got arrested. Farhat Erkan of Highgate and Salaman Ekinci of Tottenham. Outside Ozil's home, I think they both got arrested, and this is really sad. And I think he was under 24 hours protection of the police, Mesut Ozil and Sead Kolasinac. And also, I think I've read somewhere where Sead Kolasinac's wife went back to Germany after the security concerns happened. I mean, this is really sad. This is so sickening. I mean, come on. Obviously, the club will definitely try to protect the players. They're providing the psychological relief, in psychological intervention in this. They would want the thing to get sorted out as soon as possible because they want their players back. They're paying their fucking wages, and they would want their two best weapons to step on the pitch and do their job. Why they are hired for Arsenal? And I really don't understand that when these kind of incidents happen. So whatever happened in the last season happened. We are still gonna play Europa. I'm not going to hold that grudge in me, and I'm going to believe that that same thing is going to happen this season as well about Mesut Ozil. No. There are certain facts of life. See, Mesut Ozil plays better against the low-lying teams who give him breathing space, who give him space to roam about, so that he can play deep or come in and get that counter-attacking, that flick, that little bit of backflip, or a little bit of chip, a little bit of good assist. I always love to see it from Mesut Ozil. I want to see Mesut Ozil's magic. I think the similar type of magic which I saw against last year we played Leicester at home. He was magical, and I know there are a certain amount of games where Mesut Ozil can have a good impact, and even against bigger teams as well. I don't know. He in preseason he was lit. He was unbelievable. Mesut Ozil was fab. Even Sead Kolasinac. I mean, defensively he was very astute in front of Barcelona, I believe. So I don't see your two important players setting out, and we are helpless. The club is helpless. Fans are helpless. The only thing that I wanted to do by shooting this video is I would want to at least morally as a fan I'd like to support Mesut Ozil and Sead Kolasinac, because these kind of things I think we fans can raise if we have. I believe that this is a good platform to raise my voice for it, because I really want to know why is this happening with these guys. I mean, I don't know anyone deserves this. Nobody deserves this. And one of the attackers who got arrested was from Tottenham. So I'm not expecting him to be a Tottenham fan or something. Whatever may be the reason, I don't know. There are theories, there are fan theories that can come and really complicate the situation. I want to keep it simplified. I would want to support Mesut Ozil and Sead Kolasinac in this worst times that they're experiencing. And as a fan, obviously, imagine that you're in a country, you're playing football, and you're going to a restaurant, and there are certain carjackers with knives attacking you, and obviously you stand up to those people, and then you go back, everything is fine, you go to your team training, you come back, you're at your home, and suddenly there are two people attacking you. Why? What will you feel? You'll be terrified. Obviously, it is really sad, and I really feel bad when two of our important players are experiencing and facing that in their real lives, and this is really pathetic. I am actually providing whatever support that I can. Mentally, I would want them to be strong. I know that they're very much strong. I think the Bosnian defender is really the strongest of them all in the squad. So I don't even have to, speak much about it. But as a fan, I want to see them in the pitch. Well, as per the police reports, they are considering both the incidents as separate. The carjacking incident and the home security incident will be investigated separately because they both were the separate incidents. And though that being happening, I think Unai Emery was asked after the post match yesterday that when will Mesut Ozil and Sead Kolasinac will be returning back to the squad. And Unai Emery had said that he does not know. He does not know when is that happening, and he wishes that obviously even us fans believe that. But Unai Emery wishes that they come soon, and he'd like to have them, play against Burnley next Saturday, the coming Saturday, that we're gonna face Burnley. So he would want to, see whether they can even, face Burnley or not. But right now, that is definitely not clear that whether they're gonna play the next Arsenal game or not, or whether they're gonna come back to squad or not. But indefinitely, the Arsenal club have provided them support, and they believe that until and unless this matter is closed down, until and unless they are relieved and they are very much trusting whatever is happening in England and whatever is happening with them at their houses as well. If they feel everything is secure, and obviously only then they should definitely come out in the open and play their game. But this whole incident really is saddening, sickening, and as a fan, I definitely condemn it. I really feel bad when imagine where we were lacking creativity during the first half, where everything was dead enough. If I think we had our moments, I think there were many times where we were, blasting for counter attacks, and obviously if there would have been Mesut Ozil, there it would have been something different, and he would have definitely found more players, and he would have had a flick, his moment of magic against a team like Newcastle who was playing really really shit. At least in the way of creativity and attacking, they were playing really shit. So I know what is the importance of Mesut Ozil is, and if on his day Mesut Ozil can even bend Barcelona, he can do whatever he wants, and I as a fan I can only hope that that day comes every day whenever he plays on the pitch. And seeing the preseason, seeing the new hair color. I don't know whether it was the hair color, but I know that best players, the magic always is there. So the hair color doesn't add up much. It's not the hair color. Obviously, it's the player. But I think there was something different about the preseason. He was confident. We were confident. We saw the magic. What he did. So we all know what happened, and we all know, and we all want, at least via this method, I'd like to say that we all want Mesut Ozil and Sead Kolasinac to be coming quicker than expected. I'd want to see them, play more football, and I'd like to see them come back in that Arsenal jersey, come back in that, the red jersey against Burnley. I'd like to see them next Saturday. I'd like to see them bash 4-5 goals, at least an assist from Mesut Ozil and Sead Kolasinac's crosses finding Aubameyang, and I'd like to see everything happening on the pitch, and nothing but I think we can always extend our support to both of them. And I really have not much to say about it, but I wish to open this thing up, but I definitely had to make a separate video for it because it's a dedication video for Mesut Ozil and Sead Kolasinac. So with that being said, so following this request from all the fans, I'd like all the fans, if you can comment and extend your support to Ozil and Kolasinac. So I think if they watch this video somewhere down the line in their lives, ever, if this channel becomes much more famous, and if they come to know about that there was a video where somebody dedicated something or extended some amount of support, it will be really great. So if you can, if you're watching this video, definitely comment and extend your support to Mesut Ozil and Sead Kolasinac in this really hard times that they are facing. And well, what would I say? And also I've put up all the moments from the last game against Newcastle. So if you can enjoy that, you can enjoy this as well. So all the Aubameyang getting the Man of the Match award and everything. So I'll see you in my next video. Yeah, and make no mistake, if you're new to this channel, subscribe to this channel. We come up with Arsenal stuff daily. 2 videos a day, that's my commitment. If I can do that, I'll definitely do it. If not, at least 1 video a day. Everything is gonna come to you. You know, some really interesting topics and some really informative things. Everything that you'd like to know about Arsenal is here. So make no mistake. No, if you're following this channel, no, you'll not be, put in the dark, or you'll not be missing anything. That I think I'll try my best to capture everything for you guys. Everything in there. Well, if you still believe that Mesut Ozil and Kolasinac are going to play against Burnley, hit that like button. You can share this link of this video to your friends. And if your friends are Arsenal fans and who do not support Arsenal openly, tell them this is the new era. Every fan must come out, walk out in the open, and support Arsenal openly, because this is the transfer window that transformed us, and we are definitely out there to create more and more magic. So, guys, if you still can, subscribe to this channel. Our target is to reach 1100 subscribers before the end of this month. If we can do that, please do let me let me reach that landmark. And if not, at least try to like, and you can always share the link, and your friends who do not know about the Indian Gooner can connect and provide their opinion in the channel. So comment and let me know. Cheers.